knowing when to test the market for your value on the corporate market. You might not have to move. You might not have to go to another job, but knowing when to see what the market is, because sometimes the market it goes up, kind of like in the NBA, right? You get your stats up. You go from averaging 12 points to 24 points. What's the market value for somebody to average 24 points? But the same way in the corporate world. You meet an average, or you doing this for a certain number of years, your market value should go up. That's why it's important to have a strategy in your corporate life as well. You just don't want to work retail for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? You got to find out how many years can I work in retail to increase my value to start getting into like a career kind of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And also like with my job.
Yeah.
What people didn't know, I started as a temp when I moved back from Texas and came back here. I started as a temp, and once they hired me full time, it wasn't even a year. I had like 3 promotions, but I'm trying to tell, like, it's easy, but I know what I was capable of anyway.
Right.
But I just needed something to fit my schedule and what I was trying to do, and the money is always gonna be there, but is it less stress, or is it more work and stress, or something that I could think, or is it something that I could think through and ain't just as physical,
And this is what I tell people, right? When you find something, when you build your career around what you're naturally good at, naturally gifted to do, a lot of times the job is not stressful. It's more dealing with the personalities. But if you find a space where the personalities are not as prevalent, depending on what field you go into, it's just you and the job and time management at that point. You're really, battling yourself at that point. You know what I'm saying? So I know working in IT, the higher you go up or different jobs you go at, the less people you deal with, depending on where you at. Help desk, you deal with everybody. But I think it's good to start in help desk so you kind of can see different things and understand how things work. But when you start getting into systems, you may deal with people, but it's only on the basis of them needing something done, and then that's it. They off the phone or their ticket is done. You work in programming, you may deal with just teammates and maybe a process or something that need to be done, but that's it. You're done. But the thing about working career jobs is you don't have to feel like you got to be at work every day, like working in retail. You don't get paid time off and all this stuff and benefits and stuff like that. You got to be in there. If you don't work, you don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's one thing. I have career jobs. You get in the right situation. As long as you do your job, man, they don't bother you. Just depends on where you work at. You know what I'm saying? It's time management. Now, if you're not good at time management, man, you kind of be like, you like the dude on Shawshank Redemption, P-break, boss. He said, you don't have to tell me, just go. He just don't know. I couldn't pee a drop without him telling me to.
Yeah.
People kind of wired like that. You get so used to being ordered around, man. You can't even do it without somebody saying, ordering you around. So, but yeah, man, you got to know when to test their value,
man. Yep. And
go ahead.
No, I was. Go ahead. I'm tripping.
I was saying, even like say in business, you gotta understand what your value is. Like when you cutting grass, when I was doing cameras, people may not understand the value of what you're doing, but that don't mean you keep lowering your price where it's killing you because your time is worth more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Find the people who will pay you. It may take a little more time, but yeah, they out there though. You just gotta find them.
Yeah.
Like I said, doing cameras, somebody say, man, you mean tell me, man, you gonna charge me more than $100 to put them in? You think I'm finna get in your attic for just $100? Crawl around in your attic, insulation everywhere. Okay. See if I do that. Keep waiting. Go ahead and hold your breath.
I had a few customers that I probably said it before.
Yeah.
I had a few customers like, I went ahead and paid somebody else. Man, they messed it up. I was like,
yeah.
Now I gotta charge.
Scalp your yard.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, like you all got bangs. Like you all got bangs. Stop that, boy.
Now I gotta charge you extra because now I gotta go over somebody else stuff. But
man,
if you good or great at what you do, it's not a job.
That's true. And you gotta know how to validate yourself and appreciate yourself. You know, if you do good work, you have to. Sometimes people are not gonna tell you that you're doing great because they don't want to pay you for greatness. But you gotta know that you're great. You know what I'm saying? There's a weird negotiation factor when you're dealing with people, man. You got to know, where you are. You gotta know your own value. You know what I'm saying? Because people are not gonna tell you all the time because they don't want to pay you what their value is.
Yeah.
You know you good. Go ahead.
And sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it's cool to turn down jobs. Be like,
because you can't do everything, especially if you ain't got no team. Yeah, for sure. And you know you good though. Like when you work at the job, you know you good when they'll be like, when you leave, and they was like, yeah, man, we can't afford to keep them, man. So I mean, we just got to wish them the best of luck, man. We can't keep them, man. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that happen a lot. Dude be so good, and they know it's only a matter of time before, you know what I'm saying, they can't afford to keep them because of their business model or whatever. And you got to understand that some companies you work at, it's a business model. Like if you work at a retail place, cashiers, the people who fold clothes, you're only going to make so much. It's a cap. You can't go past the cap. You know what I'm saying? You got to move up to the next level. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no strategy, you'll be stuck right there at the cap, if you even reach the cap. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that, man.